Well. Welcome to SpeedGaming and the main tournament 2023. It's a semifinals between GGW and TwoC. I am Humbug and I'm joined in the constant by Sure Mike. How are you doing, Nick?
Good evening, Humbug. I'm doing great. I'm here to watch an amazing A Link to the Past semifinals between two very, very good runners, like TwoC, GanonsGoneWild. I can't take a game on these guys any day, so they're gonna hash it out in Mac Boss, the crazy mode. What do you think about Mac Boss, Humbug?
I will just transfer that question to what I think GGW thinks of MacBoss. No, it's not like it's a mode that you can have fun with. It's way more volatile than most other open 7-7 modes, but it's volatile for sure. How about you?
It's a mode for sure where I think no one in the community knows how to play it, because you should go into dungeons because there's 2 more items in every dungeon, but you also don't want to go into dungeons because you don't know which boss it is and you might not be able to beat it, or it might not even be a crystal. So you're stuck in this limbo land of like, when do I go to dungeons, when do I not go to dungeons, and no one has really figured out how to play this yet, and it makes for quite different matches than the other games in the tournament.
Yeah, like there's really no established meta, I want to say, like when to do a dungeon and when to not, which is strange because in every other mode there is an established meta, but here we're just flailing wildly. And we have no idea what to do. So yeah, this can end up very differently than most other quote-unquote normal scenes. Shoutouts to both of our runners, by the way, for picking up the blue boomerang in Sank and actually remembering to check the stun price.
Both runners going to CAC with a full stack of bombs. Very comfy start. No worries in CAC now. Worst case, we orphan in the bottle vendor. No big deal.
No big deal. There's nothing on bottle vendor anyway.
Your opponent also orphaned it, so it's fine.
Yes.
Well,
they do until you find the 300 rupees in Link's house, and you just realize that your opponent might have done Link's house start. But anyway, we have a lamp in blind space.
Lamp? It's an Agaseed, is what we say now? No?
Mm-hmm. Which makes it important to see that none of our runners checked Lumberjack.
Lamp puts Eastern Big Key Chest in Logic. That's important in MC Shuffle because it's a guaranteed item.
Yep.
You know, that's the stuff you got to think about.
Oh.
We also have and one more item in Hyrule Castle, right? Since the map isn't there.
We do. Yeah.
So also relevant.
It's relevant, especially like how you regard Dark Cross here, because usually you can think about Dark Cross as something that you might be able to skip if you know it's a map or a key. But in this case, it's way harder to do that since it won't be a map. Well, it won't be the Hyrule Castle map, like guaranteed anyway.
Yep. Ooh. Comfy blue mail. I mean, so Mac Boss, all the bosses are shuffled. Mm-hmm. You're generally speaking doing a lot of low percent bosses. So, yeah. And a lot of bosses in environments where they should not belong, you know, where they don't belong. Right. So getting that early safety, pretty good, I would say.
If there's a mode in which I want the mail upgrade early, where I will kind of actually go out of my way to get it, it's this mode.
Yeah, you see it on Pyramid Ledge.
Magic.
That's
exactly.
also...
if half magic or like a male upgrade is on Pyramid Edge, I'm going to get it 10 out of 10 times. If it's a race game, probably.
Yeah, even race game, I might actually double back for it in this mode.
Yeah.
You don't know yet if you are going to have to do a fighter sword Viti for your Moon Pearl.
Or
you
a fighter sword Viti for your hammer in Skullwood's boss arena.
No, that's terrible.
It is terrible. I agree.
So we are at 0 maps and compasses.
We have nothing. We have ways to see in the dark. We have items that return to us, and the medallion that we can't use. So yeah.
Oh, divergence. 2C, lamp in hand, recognizes Hyrule Castle as the logical play, right? Got one more check in here. And no map. Got Uncle route.
What would you do here, Mike? Would you do Hyrule Castle?
I probably would have opened with Uncle nowadays.
Oh.
So I would have not done Castle because I would have gotten flippers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So that lamp is kind of weird in the sense that either it's just for something in the light world or it's for Aga. And well, we don't know which one it is, but going here might just end up in a double dip if the lamp is for Aga. But also, the lamp could be for a small key in the first chest here or in Dark Cross, and for us to go to the back. We don't know. It's a tough decision.
No, I like this.
When do you pull the trigger on this?
I like this because without the lamp, I wouldn't like it. But with lamp, perfect. You don't want to go to Eastern anyway. That shit is no. So get this out of the way early, so you don't have to wonder: should I go to Eastern or Hyrule Castle? Just go here.
So there was no small key in the map chest here in Hyrule Castle. So the only place that it can be now, if we can get it at this point, is in Dark Cross. If the small key is not in Dark Cross, the checks that 2C is doing now will be out of logic.
And see, GanonsGoneWild is going straight into Uncle here as well. You know, it's what you do.
It's what you do.
Rush Uncle.
Clear.
And was that a Thief's Town compass we found?
It was something of the sort. I'm not one to really keep track of the compasses. I know that you are, because you like to keep track of the logic, since they are logically required to kill the boss of a specific dungeon.
Yeah, we gotta keep that logic intact for our viewers.
I think there were 2 maps in Minimolon Cave, correct? So that we had the Thief's Town map and some other map.
Interesting.
Okay, nothing in the front of Escape here. 2C's going to Death Warp and go to Dark Cross.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And like even if the small key is there, you're not going to have any issues killing the key rat. You can just stun it, throw a bomb at it. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Get those 2 gloves in back of Escape.
Oh, now we're talking. 2 gloves to fire on. Yeah, that was a Thief's Town compass, that's correct.
Yeah, 2C did a very good bomb escape. I doubt GGW is gonna top that, but he can try.
He sure can try and probably win.
Key.
Key? Okay. The dream is alive.
Logic.
Is something that we're in. Alright.
All right. GGW is using a slightly slower strat here in the second keyguard room, but it's very efficient, very easy.
It's very nice that what usually happens there is that the key drops by the door.
Eastern Compass. Ooh.
Oh.
Eastern Pearl.
Required. Eastern Palace Pearl on the boss.
Eastern Compass is actually the most important compass, I would argue. Because you're going to end up there quite early in this game, and you really want to know what the boss is.
Yeah, you do. It's an important one to get. So, okay, GGW saves and quit. Interesting. And heads for, I want to say, Hobo? With those flippers in hand?
Because they did Mini Moldor and saved and quit, right? There was no Ice Rod Cave check.
Well.
Whoopsie daisy. There's a flute on the island.
We're not going to be able to get that for a while.
Do you know how to fairy hole revive for a waterwalk state?
I do not, sir. Has it ever come up to something that I wanted to do? No.
No. So, you do have a bottle to put a fairy in now, so that's pretty nice.
Ah, nice.
TwoC's going for the Agina play, which is more of a full clear play when you don't want to go into Eastern, I think. I like it.
Yeah. There's also the issue of money at this point, which TGW seem to not care about right now anyway. Going up to Zora with 104 rupees is most likely not going to get the Zora item, but it also might not be required. Who knows?
Oh, baby, there's a mirror!
Scratch what I said about the flute.
Oh, what?
Okay, go. That was a good waterfall fairy cave. I'll take that.
There's a book and a glove. I was going to say that's going to be a hard mirror for GDW to find until you find a glove and a book.
Yep, and you have a lamp. Oh, no. 300 rupees on the ledge. I love it.
Yeah.
Like, do some quick math. Will that be enough? No. Save it.
So, is there anything we can kill with only bombs? Is there any boss in Logic with only bombs?
Not in Logic, I hope not. Well, the closest would be, I would assume, Landmo.
Yeah, I think Landmo, Birna bombs is a thing.
Yes. But Landmo only bombs? No. That seems reckless. Although 2C does, well, I don't think GDW has his B anymore, but 2C has the golden B. That could do some work on Moth.
Nick makes a good point here that we can actually kill one boss, and that boss is Armor's Knights with the boomerangs that we have. So
either one. Which boomerang would you use?
I would use the blue boomerang.
Okay.
I think that has less lag, and the red one doesn't do more damage.
Alright.
So I would have a whale of a time.
Okay. Does the color of the boomerang play into your decision in any way?
No. Not when it comes to using it as a weapon for armors.
Alright. Noted.
But when it comes to tricks, sure.
Okay, cool.
And 2C is doing the safety play of not orphaning Sora, because that would feel bad if that had progression.
Yep.
So we're seeing Eastern.
We're seeing Eastern from 2C, Desert from GGW. With the book behind the flippers, this seems like it could pay out quite well for GW, to be honest.
I mean, we got mountain access with glove and lamp. Like
We do.
I don't truly believe in the one check that the book gives us. We do get a mushroom in Saha's closets. That is something.
Pod is our green pendant. Hopefully we will never go to pod. Hammer go mode, anyone?
Boga mode in pod.
Oh, that would be beautiful. Okay, so we have seen the map to desert. That was most likely in Mini Moldrum Cave then. And because desert is a crystal, which we can see on GDW's side.
Yeah. It is logically
logic. Okay.
Boots locked.
Boots locked indeed.
Boots is gonna be here in big chest.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
A GGW style. Hammer in big chest. That also works out for a rudder on the left.
That is an interesting saving point, isn't it? Well, no.
What are you gonna do? Maybe not kill a boss.
Maybe not kill a boss. I mean, you might be able to kill a boss,
but
you also know that it won't lead to the boots, and you want the boots.
Yes. So I agree. Hard agree.
Yep. Yeah. Agree. Same here.
So.
But the amount of bosses that we now can do are just increased. Did we see? Has TwoC checked the map in Eastern yet?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so we don't know what boss is in here.
But Hera looks mighty fine, and Paradox Cave.
Paradox Cave specifically, yes. Yeah, so unless TwoC finds something really nice here in Eastern. Oh, that was a quick swap malfunction.
That's not too bad. It wasn't deep.
It wasn't that deep. It wasn't on Argus in Swamp.
No, I think that was just like 5 points of mental damage. Nothing too big.
Right.
You just find progression here, and it's fine.
How many points of mental damage can you take until it starts to show?
5.
5. Okay. So what you're saying is TwoC is slightly tilted. He's swearing in Norwegian now.
Yeah, unless there's Gomon here, then you reduce mental damage by finding progression.
But finding arrows doesn't really help, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I would also assume that it might actually be in Greek. You're right, Tyler Salt. That's probably true. So yeah, there's one check left in Eastern for TwoC, and he will be forced to go to Waterfall Ferry unless he finds something else in here.
Yeah, forced to Waterfall Ferry with still not enough money for Sora.
Yep. If he gets a 50 rupee here, he could just pick up the 300 from Zora Ledge and actually do Zora. But it seems in this case that maybe he doesn't even want that because it takes a while.
Yeah, you wouldn't farm in a race like this.
No way.
You used Orphan.
Yeah. You Orphan.
Moon Pearl. Oh, TwoC is now -5 tilt points. Very easy.
-5 tilt. I want to say -4 tilt points because he still wasted like 45 seconds going back in, you know?
Yeah, okay. That's fair. GGW gets a sword inside Spec Rock Cave. That is a very important sword to start with.
It sure is.
Very good. We're gonna see a mushroom check, and then presumably, TwoC is gonna just get funneled to hammer, right? There's no other way.
What does he have to do?
He can go up to Hera.
He can go up to Hera, right?
But he can't go to the Dark World. So
no, and he can't go to a Paradox Cave. So yeah, this is okay. We get a map. Nice. Oh.
Did TwoC not check the boss in Eastern?
Did not. We don't know what boss is in Eastern.
And we just got the map, so it is in logic.
What was on Bumble's Boots on Ether tablet? Okay.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, there's no sword in Desert.
Okay,
that's fine.
Apparently, we have from chat that TwoC actually did check, and we found a Viti in Eastern Palace.
It's a Viti in Eastern, okay. Sword on Viti? For boots?
Oh no. TwoC, he released the bee too close to the weather vane.
You can just go to the left and it will target the guy. You just need to get the weather vane off screen. Oh, no way, dude. There's a hookshot on Sick Kid. That's insane.
That's gonna take TwoC away from his hammer.
Would you have checked Sick Kid?
No way.
You need like 8 bottles for that to be in logic.
Right. TwoC went there to get the $100 off of Bottle Vendor, but I don't think he was expecting to find the hookshot. Well, to find anything on Sick Kid. He just wanted an excuse to get some money.
Yep. So that is a pretty big reward.
That is a pretty big reward. And actually, when TwoC eventually goes into Desert, there's only 2 bosses that he can't kill, right? Post Air and Pharynx.
Yeah, that's right.
He can do everything else. So I would not be... Oh, GDW mirrors out. Okay. I would not be surprised.
Wait, why?
I don't think... Because, well...
Why did he... he got hammer, bombs, and a sword.
He also got 4 hearts.
Fair enough.
Beatable but annoying. I like that.
I can respect it. You know,
yeah.
It's not in logic, so you come back later, maybe, if it's a crystal.
TwoC is gonna be slightly annoyed here with the fact that there is actually 300 rupees on Zora Ledge, and he didn't get the extra rupees from Bottle Vendor.
But would you walk all that way to 300 rupees and then loop back? Okay, I guess we are. No.
You see, this is...
No.
This is something
okay,
else. Yeah, he's just checking the Zoras. Okay. Welcome to Met Boss, ladies and gentlemen.
Valiant effort. Alright, so TwoC is hard dodging Desert for good reason.
Yep. Okay.
There's an ice
shovel
rod.
and an ice rod.
2 items you need for Trinex. Yeah.
Are you gonna... How are you gonna heat up the shovel to work like a fire rod? You have a smithy nearby? Well, we actually do. That could be cool. What's that mini molder doing? Behind the chest.
You just dig Trinex grave and then freeze it. Is how I imagine it.
Ah, right. You just dig a hole.
Yeah, you just dig a deep. Good old hole.
I like it. So TwoC won't have hammer going up here.
But can still get area check that GDW got.
Yeah. But TwoC won't do hammer Helmus or bombs Helmus or King, right?
I don't know. It's not that much worse than hammer Helmosaurus. Because you can't really hammer him in that arena. You have to use bombs anyway.
Yeah, but phase 2. Phase 2 will suck.
I don't know how to do up hammers.
You hold out your sword that 2C doesn't have yet, granted. But still.
No, I bail.
Yeah, okay.
The very important thing here is that 2C scouts eat the tablets.
This is important for 2C.
And GGW is going to get Moonpal here in Eastern in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably without any mental damage.
There was a Vitreous there, right. Okay.
Okay. 2 known bosses.
So GGW did East Death Mountain from the top, and he actually did Spiral Cave. Which is why he saved him quick. Right, because he didn't have the hookshot. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It does. So, yeah. Okay, so we are retracing each other's steps here.
Where do you think the second sword is?
On the Thieves Town boss, which is Mothula.
Wait, what's left? Is it just Eastern boss?
But we have Dark World access.
Oh yeah, I am lagging behind because neither honor have Dark World access.
Exactly, but we as a collective do.
Okay, so what do you do in MacBoss Humbug?
I go straight to Swamp. Well, if I'm to C and I have a hookshot, I go straight to Swamp.
Holy
GW
moly.
won't have the hookshot.
You are right, sir. We can focus Swamp for some reason.
For some reason.
Okay, so that's where we get our sword and mitts. Got it?
You know what they say about swords in Swamp.
It's right next to the mitts. Yeah.
Exactly.
2C takes another point of mental damage there. But, you know, that's fine. Everyone does it.
I think he's at, what, 2 points now? He got 5 from the accidental mirror, then got back. He then got 4 back from the Moon Pearl. And that was another one of an annoying death from a cabbage.
Yeah, so +2. Well, GDW is at 0.
GDW is still at 0.
And that's significant.
I would probably actually say that GDW is at 1 because he decided not to do Helmsor King. And that can kind of trigger you to be like, why wasn't that just Moldor?
I see. But he also maybe got 1 point from skipping Dark Cross. So
this is true. This is true. So GDW is the first to Dark World access. 2C still has ways to go, actually.
That's quite interesting, like because the 2C did an extra CAC trip for a hookshot, and has had some misfortunes so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with Mirror at hand, I don't imagine GDW is gonna skip that hookshot for long.
No, like he will do this probably. Maybe he goes west from here, does Hype Cave into Digging Game and the other checks on the way, mirrors and goes north through CAC. That's what I would do, I think, since I don't have the hookshot.
Okay, let's watch as he does something completely different.
He's gonna check the. Okay, we're not gonna check what the 5-6 crystals are. Noted.
Yep.
We are gonna go south for some. Oh, there's a flute here. Hey, this makes sense.
We forgot about the flute.
There's a flute here. Okay, save and quit. Save and quit. Okay.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast over.
2C is gonna save some time in Hera with hook shots.
Oh, right. That's actually true.
I don't think GDW checked the mushroom hand in either.
Did not, no. That's the eastern map.
Yeah.
That 2C still hasn't checked, but it's still nice. We see this very friendly setup for Herapod from 2C. We are activating our flute, and GDW gets his hook shot here from Sick Kid. Alright. So this is decision time for GDW. Where to next? We flute back to 4 to go to Swamp, or what do we do?
You enter the Dark World, right? Somewhere.
You
Mushroom?
turn in the mushroom. This makes sense.
Does it? You could have done this on your way to Catfish. No, I'm joking.
I want to say that this is actually faster than mirroring, but this might be wrong.
Probably. I'm getting a potion, so is this a trip into pod, maybe? No, we wouldn't have bought an expensive potion for that.
No. You see, he is taking on Helmaster King. Oh, that burner usage right there was really cool. Half magic making the work here.
I hope someone doesn't accidentally mirror with these quick swaps. Ooh!
This boss sucks.
How many spins, Humbug? Like
12? 8.
Oh, jeez. I'm at the edge of my seat here. No!
Oh,
the mental damage.
The mental damage just rose to 12? And that's why GDW didn't want to do that, because it's awful. Even though he had a hammer, he didn't want to do it.
Shovel check time.
Double check time. And GDW gets... Oh, okay. Do we just save him quick with that sword to go get our boots, or what are we doing? No, we... Okay.
I think TwoC has to go into desert now.
There's nowhere else for him to go.
Yeah.
Well, apart from going back to Helma, but...
I like that TwoC thinks about his bomb count because of the potential Helmasaurs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we know desert is a crystal, so I wonder if he's gonna attempt it.
It seems to me that GGW really has hit the... I don't want to say god route, but he has found the progression in the absolute correct order.
I don't think that's necessarily true, though. I mean, it's...
Okay, fine. The mountain trip wasn't really necessary. That is true. But he did get the sword right here, and he's gonna get his boots. This really goes to show, like, GDW is far ahead at this point. It's not often that we can, like, there are certain points in a seed, in seeds, that we can actually gauge whether a runner is ahead or not. Sometimes we don't know, especially not in more convoluted modes, but in a mode like this, you might be able to, at least when Dark World access is bad, which it is in this case. And since GDW is so far ahead into Dark World than 2C, I want to say that GDW actually is very far ahead. Well, maybe not very far, but at least far ahead.
Either way, 2C is actually going to attempt this boss kill.
Yep.
Like, 2C has shown that he's just gonna go for bosses if he can. Which is the opposite of GDW. Because he's just gonna go, no, this is below my level. I'm gonna wait. And he's getting rewarded for it so far.
Oh, very, very much. We don't know what boss this is either, right?
Hopefully this doesn't punish 2C. There's 2 bosses, and the odds that they are here is, I would say, 1 in 3 at this point, which is rather high, but
it's somewhat high.
Because we've seen 2 bosses we can kill, so they are obviously not in desert.
I'm gonna say that 2C doesn't want to see Vidi either, but
true.
Yeah, you're right.
So fingers crossed for Landmo.
Yeah. Well, actually, fingers crossed for an Argus, I want to say, just so we can use the hookshot.
And it is a cold stare. That is frustrating.
That is +3 on the mental damage scale. And GDW gets his first crystal from here by taking down Helmstorm King. Very nicely done. He didn't have that many bombs to begin with. He used 4, I want to say, and then did a hammer hit for the last hit, and then managed to sword spin Helma to death.
The 2C is gonna do the same thing as GDW here.
Yeah.
Get the flute. But will he loop this in with a catfish check somehow? No.
I would have been pretty pissed to get the desert compass right there.
It's a pretty
if I were 2C.
Yeah. It's a pretty accurate opportunity to do a sank and quit though.
Pretty much. Okay, we have a green pendant pod. We knew that. We had a pendant Turtle Rock. We knew that. And also Ice and Thieves Town. And Mire.
Thieves and Mire are red.
Okay. So we will need our Sumarian. We don't know yet if we will need our bow.
True.
That remains to be seen.
Come on, sank and quit. No.
He tried. I think he tried.
No, he wanted to go back in.
Oh, he wanted to go back in. Okay. It would have been fantastic if he did it. So what is sank and quit, Mike?
It's when you save and quit while being electrocuted, and somehow that makes something in the memory go, uh-oh, and you start in sank without having to select sank next time you start your save file. So you save like 2 seconds. I don't know. It looks cool. Worst case scenario, you have actually been at Uncle
right
before sank, and you start in Uncle instead.
You started Uncle instead. It's a perfect time to do Aga. Well,
used to Aga.
Right.
So 2C is actually doing what I somehow hoped, or not hope, but thought maybe 2C would do, and that is to go over to Catfish.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can do the Dark World loop here from this angle using the hookshot. And then you can use mirroring in Voo and activate flute that way.
Yeah.
And given that the start that TwoC has had, I'm thinking that TwoC is now looking at opportunities to find progression that GDW is likely to delay.
Yeah. The only problem I think with that route, like going to Voo from where TwoC is now, is that he will not be able to do the checks that GDW is doing right now, the boots checks, because TwoC knows where the boots are, and like there are swords out there. All of them aren't going to be super late, right? Oh, hey, Smarty. Good pickup for GW. So
the Sora check is happening.
Yes.
Wait, are you saying that we are Fire Rod gold mode potentially? Fire Rod and mitts.
We need mitts. We also need a medallion for Meyer, which may or may not be the one we have, but yes, this might be true. We are actually either bow or fire rod from gold. It's either or.
No, we need skull.
Wait, still myth. We need skull? Do we know that?
True. Well, we need Ice Palace. So
right.
we need fire
ice.
or bombos.
This is true.
Maybe
yes,
bow.
Yes. Yep. Fire or bombos. Maybe bow.
Oh, logically required compass on Sora for Swamp.
Or Swamp.
That is a compass.
And those are mitts in...
The Cetus is routing itself for GDW at this point.
Yep. GDW is on a very, very nice path here. Oh.
There's a free sword. Okay.
That's interesting. That is something that TwoC might get up on GDW later, is the single or non-dip of Skull. But also, there's a sword in Skull, so he might want that. Also, we don't know what bosses we need to kill. We might need the Fire Rod after all, because there might be a Trinex somewhere. Who knows? All right, TwoC is doing what I almost thought that he would do immediately after Hype came, going to Swamp. So we have a Moth in Swamp, and we have an Argus in Thieves Town. Perfectly killable bosses with our inventory. And we have a second crystal for GDW here in Thieves Town. So with Mitt, I probably want to know what medallion I need for Meyer.
Absolutely.
So finishing off the checks here in Village of Outcasts, and then fluting to Meyer, I want to say, just to get the information.
Yeah, I would float to Meyer here for sure.
Yeah.
And
GDW also actually, no Smith Chain. GDW also actually has the Desert Compass from Hype Cave, so he can now check what boss is in Desert and know that he can't kill it without actually going to the back.
So we found the compass?
Yeah,
I missed that.
It was a second check in Hype Cave, which was the second check TwoC did after finding what boss was in Desert. It was really sad.
And this is the bow in my shed? Okay.
There's the bow in my shed. Okay. So GGW goes into Desert here. Actually goes into the front.
I'm gonna get the small key and check the two chests on the right.
Yeah. He is...
And it was Ether for Meyer?
Oh, it was Ether for Meyer. Okay, so he is actually Bombos or... Well, he's Bombos from Definite Go Mode. Sorry, he's Fire Rod from Definite Go Mode, and he is Bombos from maybe Go Mode, depending on whether we have Tequila Trinos or not.
Yeah.
TwoC is over on left side swamp, trying to find some way to claw his way back, I want to say, into this race. If I were TwoC, I would probably feel kind of not very well. But also, yeah, I don't know. It's tough.
Wait, did GDW go into the back of Desert to check the boss? Or was that when you remembered to check?
I think so, yes. I just don't think that... yes, that's what I think he did. He just didn't realize until he went to the back that, oh wait, I could actually check what boss this is. All right, back of swamp for TwoC. Hey, we like to joke that a shield is required logically to enter swamp, because then you can block the spear from the guard outside. However, that was not the shield, since it was actually in swamp. TwoC decides actually to go back to big chest, because I have heard that this is faster.
It is faster if you're not planning to go back in for the left side.
Left side, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I would imagine that TwoC actually checked the left side here, right? Given the
He
situation.
He did.
Oh, I just zoned out and forgot to notice.
He already went there. Yeah, that's completely fine.
But yeah, then it's actually faster, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Boots or no? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if the big key is here in the waterway, it's not faster.
No, that's way too far away. That makes sense.
And you do have to dive down twice, so sometimes it depends on resources.
Yeah.
So. And I don't think we haven't seen anything in Meyer.
We have not. Granted, GDW got the big key from Spike Chest and went straight to the back, checking the bridge on the way, getting the sand card actually. So, but I'm not sure. We didn't see what boss this was either. So we'll see here.
Both map and compass was in swamp. So,
all right. Whoa. that was a weird Moldor movement there. He got yeeted halfway across the screen. All right, simultaneous crystal catchers here from our runners. TwoC's first and GGW's third. I would just assume, by the way, that 2C is not going to touch Hera until he's in go mode. Well, oh, that sucks, because boots are up there. Oh, no.
You gotta touch Hera a little bit.
A little bit. With the pinky. Yeah.
So, Red Crystal Mire and Red Crystal Thieves, there's a big bomb with GanonsGoneWild's names on it.
Sure is.
And we have both map and compass for both those dungeons. Right, so
yes.
Pyramid Ferry is 100% in logic. Which, like, by extension doesn't mean anything in this mode, because it could just be your map for some crystal dungeon that you don't need.
Yeah.
So, like, do you follow map
ways,
logic? Right? It's dumb.
Yeah, it's very dumb. I'm actually surprised that none of our runners have actually done a map check in the light world for the Eastern price.
You don't want to know?
Oh, yeah. They're like, all right, no, I don't care. I don't want to know.
Okay, there's a third bottle. So, hookshot and sick it is almost in logic, right?
Yes.
You only need like 5 more bottles.
Yeah, that's how it works. TwoC is gonna... I'm just gonna read into what I see here from TwoC. He's gonna go straight to pod after this. I think this is a Hail Mary to go into... That's bomb balls in hookshot cave. That's maybe go mode for GGW.
We are in maybe go mode. We are in Schrodinger's go mode.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it. Pseudo go mode. Pretend go mode.
Pretend go mode. Pretend go mode. Maybe mode. Maybe mode. We'll see what happens.
Heisenberg's go mode.
All right, let's shout random physicists and just call it that person's go mode.
Einstein's go mode.
I'll go first. Einstein's go mode. Newton's go mode. That's what I think.
Newton's go mode. That's the apples outside of Death Mountain Ascent Cave.
All right.
So the interesting thing here is that there's 2 potential things. Scowards could be a crystal, and then we definitely need Fire Rod.
Yes.
And there could be any Trinix anywhere that we need to kill, and we also need Fire Rod. So it's highly likely we are not in go mode. Maybe.
The weird part here is that GGW actually hasn't checked his map yet for the Eastern price. Neither has TwoC. Although he might have less reason to, because he can't do it anyway.
And as you predicted, we're Hail Marying Pendant Pod.
Hail Mary Pendant Pod. This is TwoC needing an out. He can feel it. And I think this is his experience talking. That he can feel that his choices here, his routings have not paid out, and he is actually feeling the fact that he is most likely behind.
Yeah, sometimes you make some mistakes, you don't quite hit the route, so you get punished. Yeah, and you just know that this is not a good time, and you just know you have to make a play in a situation like this.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like a really hard thing to have experiences to do correctly, right? Not to make plays when you don't need to. Right.
And that is what actually makes a great runner. Like GGW is a great runner here because he must know that he hit the route, right? And therefore he he just rushes the dungeons. It makes sense from his point of view as an experienced runner to do that. TwoC, however, is in the opposite direction, and therefore it makes sense for him to rush pendant dungeons or stuff that he just assumes that GDW will not do. It's like one of these plays will work out better than the other, but like in the large scheme of things, both of them make sense, and both of them are just proofs that both of these runners are very good at what they're doing.
Yeah. Now there's about a 1 in 5 chance there's a Trinex here, and it's a Helmosaurus. Lucky Helma.
I'm usually not the one to meme, but this one is too good. I'm sorry for everyone who was hoping for a helicopter in Skull Woods. It's not gonna happen. Since we only have 3 of our bosses will appear twice. Everything else will appear once, and that's the second Helmasaur we've seen. So there will not be an Helmasaur in Skull Woods.
Compass to this dungeon? Get hacked, compass logic.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Someone please send help to the random community.
Yeah. we can't handle this madness that we have to endure every time we play Randomizer. Alright, so GDW goes straight for Swamp here. It's a crystal, he knows it. He needs to do it. There's no way he does left side, correct?
No way. But also, the runners always do the opposite of what I think. So, 100% doing the left side swamp here.
Do you say that so you can like align yourself with what GDW will do, or so you can misalign GDW?
It's going to be a double negative. So because I predicted I would be wrong, it would be double wrong, and it's gonna skip it.
Oh, hey, that's a sword for TwoC. Okay.
TwoC get a sword. That's nice. TwoC is just hoping that that's the only sword before boots, right?
Yeah. That's what he hopes.
It is not, however.
No, there are 2 other swords. Both of them in areas that he hasn't visited yet.
What we want to see here, if you're rooting for TwoC, is a fire rod.
Yes, that is the only thing that can help TwoC.
A fire rod on Helma. Or whatever the boss is. There is a fire rod in the big chest, dude.
Dude, are you kidding me? Oh my god, that is
okay.
Absolutely bonkers. Okay. We don't need to do Skull Woods. Eastern is a crystal. TwoC just checked.
Okay,
that fire rod is insane for TwoC. That is his only way out. Well, in.
Okay, TwoC is now going to follow like the same route GDW has followed. You know, get your swords, get your bow, get your Cane of Samaria. Cane of Samaria on Graveyard Ledge?
That's a tricky one for TwoC.
But I think he might just check it because of the state he is in right now.
He might. It also depends on whether he does it before or after Vu. Like, does he go straight to Village of Outcast? Because there, his mitts are there.
I mean, it's easy to do when you have mitts and boots and mirrors. Just, well, there's 3 prime checks there and 1 scoutable.
Yes.
So, we shall see. Like that's TwoC is going to have to get that to have a chance in the remaining race.
Yep. and we will have a rematch between TwoC and Helmasaur King.
Much better equipped now. We got spin speed, we got hammer. Like, we're just gonna destroy this thing.
Master Sword, even.
Yes. Meanwhile, GTW is gonna take care of a bug here in Swamp.
As they say, Mothula is not the boss, the room is. So when you place Mothula somewhere else, he's not a boss anymore. He's a measly.
Exactly.
Enemy.
Might as well put a Minimoldom there. Might take
Minimold-
longer.
I would say that the Minimoldor might be harder to kill than Mothula.
So why does Helma like the hole so much?
I'm telling you, the devs know, and they put him there because it's annoying. That's my take. It's not my take, but it might be. I don't know. But I agree, it's weird. Why does he like the hole so much? Maybe it's air conditioning for his belly.
Oh yeah, he's got a sweaty belly syndrome and wants to aerate the area. That's fine.
Sweaty belly syndrome. I didn't know about that.
Oh, it's a classic Helmasaurus problem.
Ah, yeah. It's a Helmasaur species problem.
Yes,
Noted. Yeah.
And we do know the Eastern boss. It is a Vitreous in Eastern. Very nice Vitreous.
All right.
Which is getting easier and easier to take care of as we go along here.
Yes. You want Vitreous late, so you have a cape, so you have a tempered sword, and specifically so you have a bow. But when it's in Eastern, you're definitely gonna have a bow.
Oh, this. Right.
Yeah, the fact that
Bonk Rocks.
2C does this now.
Oh, you do Bonk
not-
Rocks before, because you don't want to mirror twice. And you save King's Tomb for when you're doing Grave Ledge, right?
Right.
That's how I do it.
It depends on how far away from go mode I am, honestly. But maybe,
What-
maybe you're right.
I think 2C is like 8 maps and compasses from Go mode.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are the things he wants. He will find go mode on his cold stair kill.
Yeah, so what do we have? We have a sword in Skull, we got a sword in Thieves.
Yep.
We got mitts in
Chess game.
Chess game.
Cane
And-
in Graveyard Ledge, bow in
and-
my shed.
Yeah. So the only problematic thing right now for 2C is that Kane.
Yeah.
Well, GanonsGoneWild may or may not need a Fire Rod in Pendant Pod.
Yep. And as a note here, GTW goes to Eastern without you going here in the Dark World, so GTW will not get his Fire Rod now, at least.
You gotta have to assume.
Why would he? Why would he?
Yeah. You gotta just go GT mode here.
Yeah, for sure. Assume the Fire Rod is in GT. Probably. But it's scary playing this mode with not knowing what items you need to beat the game.
It's sort
It's
of
tough.
tickling, I think.
Tickling.
In a way, you gotta assume that your opponent always is also not go moding with Fire Rod
Yeah.
in this particular instance.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh well, if I get there without Fire Rod, we're both gonna have a bad time, and it's still a race, you know. So, yeah, I think the odds are in GDW's favor that we're not gonna encounter any Trinexes.
There are how many places for Trinix yet to be? 2 required ones, because GDW will get his 7th crystal here.
There's this one required one, and then maybe we need the the ice boss, right?
Yep.
So it's very likely a Trinix in ice GT basement, but if GT big isn't there, then who cares?
Who cares? There's also the situation here of I'm sure it's not going to be an issue, but GT big key might be on right side, and that bomb jump.
It's cursed.
Know it's cursed, and I know GDW dabbles in entrance every once in a while, but I wouldn't call him one of the most experienced entrance runners. But I'm sure it won't be an issue. Maybe someone who knows his style of play better than I do knows whether he is comfortable with that bomb jump or not. It's tough. It's a tough one.
It can be very tricky.
It is.
If you haven't practiced it at all, it's very tricky to just pull out on a whim. But once you know it, like, you can use the cane to dodge all the BS that happens. But we shall see. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting.
And TwoC is rushing Gravel Edge, it seems, so pretty good stuff.
Yep.
And that's what I said. Like, he's going for all of the out of logic checks, or not out of the way checks.
Out of the way checks, yeah.
You got to find outs everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is good for him.
This is good for him. The race is far from over, even though GW has 7 crystals and TwoC has 3. It just where is our Trinix?
Or Trinixes?
Well, sure. Right. Oh, that would be so bad.
We've seen 2 Helmas, but no other dupes, right?
I believe this is true. We haven't seen a blind, we haven't seen a Lanmo, we haven't seen an Armos, and we haven't seen a Trinix.
So, TwoC is now bow go mode, I think. And
yes,
and that's just gonna be here.
Yeah, he's gonna find it right now. Okay, no small keys in Hope Room. So we'll see here what GDW finds. Oh, there's one torch.
That's what we need the boots for, right?
Right. For the logical GT big key in behind ice tracks, right?
Yes. That's 3 small keys.
3 small keys, whipping out ether for the skeletons.
Pretty sweaty right now for GDW.
Yep. Like, he knows that he might not be in Cobra.
Do you think he goes all the way to Ice Trinix to avoid the bomb jump? Or Ice Boss?
Yes. Yeah. Like, it might just be a Landmo. Or it might be Vanilla Ice almost. So then it's fine. But we'll see how comfortable he is with a bomb jump. If he needs to do it eventually.
And TwoC gets to go mode Meyer here.
Yep.
I think GDW skipped the basement anyway.
Right. Everything in Meyer, but he did only the spike chest and the bridge chest here.
Okay, yeah. Nothing in random room. This is looking spicy.
This is either behind the boss, or it's in tile room, or it's behind fire rod.
My math here says that there's a 50% chance of Trinix.
In here or in GT?
In the ice basement.
Okay. And I will tell you all who's listening now, always trust Mike's math.
Never trust my math, but always believe in it.
Trust Mike's math, but be careful about his logical statements.
All
okay.
Right.
Ice armors.
Ice armors. This could be a fire rod. No, wait. We already have fire rod. See? Don't trust me. Logically, could be a fire rod. No big.
Okay. It's either in tile room or it's on right side. This is very cool. Okay. It's not often you get to see a right side GT bomb jump without, like, in a normal mode, in a non-entrance mode. We're not sure if we will see it. Okay, GTW goes for it straight away. That tells me that he's comfortable with it.
So I can actually just do the bomb jump without going into this room first, if you are comfortable enough.
Yep.
Which I am not. So, but I recently learned this.
It's like I really don't think people should feel uncomfortable about this, because it's not the speed that is the hard thing for this. In my opinion, it's the timing here. The speed is fine because you can usually you have hookshot for this anyway, so you can actually just GW is good here. You can menu to hookshot whenever you want, and just use that as a very quick means of transportation through the room, which is what he will do here too.
That's right.
Go as fast as possible.
TwoC still needs 2 crystals, Eastern and Ice.
Yes.
So he's catching up slowly but surely. Do you think it's a tile room? No. Alright, so I'm checking my math again, and it's a 1 in 3 that we get a Trinix in Land Mode 2.
1 in 3 that there's a Trinix in Land Mode 2. And you heard it here. You heard it here first. Mike's math is never wrong.
So if you watch this race 3 times, you're going to see a Trinix on average 1 time.
Alright, Mike's knowledge of statistics might need to be revisited, I think.
No, like, not the same race, but, you know, this race.
I don't know what you're saying, man. Oh, I'm losing it.
I think that's how statistics works, at least. I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It can't be blind, because blind can't be in that room.
But it can be a vanilla Landmo. It can be another cold stare, which is more unlikely than it is to be a Trinix. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, we're gonna find out in like 4 seconds.
See when he enters this room. It is not a Trinix.
It is not a Trinix.
It is an Argus. Okay, so 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 40 seconds ish. GTW is in go mode while he's in the GT class.
So it's just a vanilla Trinix, I guess.
Yeah. Well, or in pod.
That is unfortunate for TwoC, but a huge relief for GanonsGoneWild.
Yeah. He's been. I can tell you, GTW has been sweating hard over a potential Trinix in GT at this point, and to not find one, whew, very comforting.
Yeah. On the home stretch now, 3 hearts. Gotta be careful, even though you have safeties. And does TwoC not have map of Skull?
You should know that Skull is
He just realized, I think.
Yeah, yes, I think so too.
That is.
And GTW did a mistake here in the climb that all of us have made, probably more than once.
We got fire on it.
Yeah, it's fine. I can just use lamp for the first torches. It's fine. Wait.
Well, if you do that, you just hover to the last torch.
Right.
And back.
And back. Yeah. Okay. That I would love to see someone do that actually. It's fun. What do we have here? We have another Colt there.
Where was Bombos?
Hookshot kit.
Interesting.
Yeah, GGW went for the percentage play after finding his Samari, I think, and just went straight up the mountain for 6 items, and found his bombos there for his potential go mode anyway, which ended up being his action.
And this fight stings, and GTW made that look easy.
Yeah. TwoC in go mode also, he is just rushing through ice at this point. Picking up the key here. We're entering Aga 2. Some say this is the hardest boss to actually get very good at.
Have you not done land mode 2?
I'm gonna say that Aga 2 is harder than land mode 2 to get good at.
Okay,
it might not be harder to kill, but harder to get good at.
Noted.
Okay, fine. Get good at doing fast. I might need to amend my statement with that.
Okay, I'll trust you on that. There we go. A 116 Ganon drop. That's it's fast. It's very fast.
I'll take it. Like people rarely discuss this, but when you never have to touch Turtle Rock, the time that you take to finish the seed just shrinks so much. Because it's such a long dungeon, it takes so long to do that it's really hard to gauge like how fast is the seed by not knowing if you have to do Turtle Rock or not.
True.
The same goes for Swamp, to be honest. Like if you have Flipper's Go mode or something. Well, no, but
and if you got to skip both TR and Pod, and Pod is also a very big dungeon. Yeah. It's like, what is it? Take 8-minute full clear. Like it's ridiculous.
It's long for sure. And if you count the mountain climb and the Turtle Rock clear, it's that is also like that just puts it makes it even worse.
Light World Silver Arrows.
Okay.
Head, Mimic Cave. Smith.
Smith, yeah. Oh wow, how that didn't seem like it would be Blue Ganon there. That was weird. This fight is weird, by the way. Like GGW is very used to Silverless Ganon. That's not the issue here, but he doesn't have the Fire Rod, which is what helps with the timing so much. So he needs to use the lamp, and this is so strange. It's really off. It's really odd, but he's doing it very well. But like I can see it through with his muscle memory.
Yeah. Getting very good triples.
Yeah.
And TwoC is gonna make it into GT here.
Yep.
And there he goes.
Get your GGs in chat for GGW, who takes home game 1 in the semifinals between these two. And GGW crosses the finish line. He has an official time of 1:19.12, and it does not take long for TwoC in the race room to toss in the forfeit.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, GGW. GG's. Well played.
Yeah, thanks, GG.
That was a very, very well played seed.
Thank you.
Okay. Did it feel as well played as it looked? If you know what I mean by that. I hope you do know what I mean.
Yeah, so like the thing is, in this mode you're just never in go mode, so you're just waiting for the disaster to strike. So it's just you're just constantly like living in fear. Like, oh, all right, well, where's the Trinex? Where's like what's the crystals? I don't know. And then somehow Fire Rod's optional, so I don't know. But
I assume there was sweat in GT.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, GT, and I didn't really know whether it was like down to Swamp and Skull Woods, so I was kind of in the maybe I just needed to get into GT, so but yeah, I was just happy that I got that right side trick without screwing it up 10 times in Compass Room or whatever.
Yeah, you did it really well. You did it with a faster setup than what I would use. So it was really clean, and you also like took the necessary precautions of maybe necessary precautions of actually just menuing to the hookshot to gain some movement that doesn't cost time for the torches, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was very well done. The deciding point here was mostly the light world routing, where TwoC got his he did Eastern before the flipper checks, so he didn't know about the hammer, and he also got hook shot before going to desert. So he did all the mountain hammerless, and
I see.
Like your route fit better with where the items were.
Yeah. Where was the bottle again? Do you guys remember? The first one, I guess. I don't even remember where I got that. Was that maybe like on? Oh yeah, it was on Hobo. That's where it was.
It was on Hobo. Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
So did he uncle route or something? Get the flippers really fast, I guess.
No, but he got them and then did Hobo and then went to CAC to get some money from Bottle Vendor with a B and then did hook shot. So with the hook shot, there was just no reason to go to desert since you could go to the mountain instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, this played out really well for you here.
The notable part here is that TwoC knew that it didn't work out in the beginning and made some plays, managed to pick up the Fire Rod in Pod Big Chest, which made it quite exciting to see the conclusion here, but it worked out for you, and not to see this instance, but it could have gone either way with that hunt.
Yeah, that's the MC Boss special. You just never know.
Yep. Isn't it fun?
It's fun to watch. I'm sure. It's just playing it is like you're just constantly like anxious and you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So this was game 1. You have one game now up on 2C. Any mode preferences for game 2?
Mostly just not this mode and not Inversia.
Okay. We'll get clear mouse and comms, so you will get Inversia then.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Exciting.
No, jokes aside, I also like. Though that seems to be the common sentiment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Please, no mech boss nor Inversia. Yeah. It's at least nice to have this like written off for now.
Yeah.
Until game 3.
Until a possible game 3. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I TwoC's a really good player, so I've no doubt that he's got a great shot of winning the series still.
Yeah. Do you have it? Yeah, you do have it scheduled, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow at the same time.
Tomorrow same time. Okay. All right. Good luck in that game as well. I will make sure to catch it.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for doing comms, guys. You guys are some really great players, so I'm gonna enjoy watching back, see what you guys have to say.
I enjoy yourself predicting what you'll do, and then you do the opposite. So, it's always a good time.
Right.
I'm gonna tune in to watch the game tomorrow. It's gonna be very exciting.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for putting on a good show, man. Very good play.
Yeah, thanks.
So yes, we do have, like, if we look at the tournament in like more broadly, we have that game tomorrow at the same time. We also have the other semifinals going on between Schulzer and Linden Lin, and they are currently 1-1, and from what I can see, at least, they have not scheduled their third match, which is reasonable since they didn't know if they needed to do one. But whenever that pops up on the schedule, make sure to catch that as well. It will sure be hype, since it's game 3. Like, just winner moves on. All right. Any final words for us here, Mike?
No, not really. I mean, it was great. Thank you, Humbug, for being here with me.
Yeah.
Good luck to the next comms and their predictions on what GDW will do. I wish them the best. Sadly, there's no more games right now, so good night, everybody. Good day.
Before we leave here, we also want to thank our tracker, Skyward Fire, for taking care of the bookkeeping that we got. We also want to thank our restreamers for actually making this possible. So have a good rest of your. It's Friday. It's Friday, right?
Yes. Bring out the beers. Cheers.
bring out the beverages of some content, and have a good rest of your Friday, and have also a great weekend, everybody. See ya. Peace.